And there you have it. The stream has begun. Can you even hear me? Can you hear me? You can hear me. Alrighty. So, welcome to today's. What is it? Sunday? It's Sunday stream, but Monday's a holiday, so it's the middle of the holiday. It's the middle of a 3-day weekend. I don't care. I'm going to stream anyway. Probably everybody's out doing fun things for their holiday. I sure hope so. I don't expect to see anyone here, so if I do, I'm gonna have to punch some faces. But I'm still gonna do my stream because I don't do it for. I just do it for. Let me rephrase that. I do it for myself, and in order to guilt-free drink this very large glass of frosty Diet Coke. Oh yeah. If you've never been here before, you know that the stream is powered by Diet Coke, or you have. The first half of the stream is me playing Microsoft Flight Simulator missions. Hi, Gabe. As always, so it's not going to change. I'm going to use my beautiful blue Bluetooth controller to fly around. I also have a throttle quadrant right here. You can't really see it, though. That'll be about an hour of content. The second half of my show is always a live musical performance. I alternate between guitar and keyboard. Yesterday we played the piano for a good solid almost an hour. It was nice. So today I wanted to grab one of my guitars. Now previously I've been playing a Les Paul guitar from Gibson. This is in fact a Telecaster guitar from Fender. Hell, the Fender here. Oh, it fell out. It's fine. We'll plug it in later. I'll talk about this guitar a little bit more. The kind of interesting, unusual finish on it. Kind of a one-of-a-kind finish from the factory. It's always kind of cool. And I'll play around on my guitar, probably do a few REM songs and things like that. And you know, I'll give everyone plenty of fair warning to hit that mute button when the musical segment occurs. But actually, I think the meat and the good part of my show is when I do the Microsoft Flight sale. By the way, they're having an aircraft sale here. I'm not going to buy it or show you right now here, but in case people are concerned about where my money goes, a bunch of these aircraft on sale. Also, you can kind of see if it has this white heart like the Fighting Falcon. These are on my favorites, or my wish list. So I could save some serious money by buying some of at least 3 of these aircraft that are on my wish list. That means I got to spend at least like $150. But hey, why not? So I should start buying new aircraft starting tomorrow. I don't exactly remember. Where is the, when is this? What are the dates of this sale here? Does it say anywhere? Doesn't say here. Oh, it says here. October 13th to 20th. Okay, so that basically gives me a week. Yeah, you know, it's quiet. It's quiet on the weekends because people are doing things. And it's a 3-day weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. I think a lot of people are doing kind of, events, family events, whatever. Oh, there's Charles. So we got 2 people. That's about like 100% more than I normally get. All right, come on. We got to fly around. We got to get somewhere. As I mentioned, there's an aircraft sale, and I plan on purchasing at least 7 aircraft. So over the next week, because they're on my wish list and they're on sale, I'm going to save like $100. So we'll be buying new aircraft. We'll be playing around with new aircraft. Who's this, by the way? Okay. You know, I was thinking Northern Ireland. Or Ireland. Not Northern Ireland, just Ireland. There's Scotland. There's Dublin. Maybe. We haven't done it a lot. Belfast. Londonderry. Actually, this is really pretty. There's a bunch of castles out here. Where is the Balmoral Castle? It's around here. Glenarm. Okay. Well, we should check out some of these with exclamation points I've never visited before, I think. That's what that means. So we'll take off from Belfast. It'll be daytime. We're not gonna fly. Why do you feel bad for me? Don't feel bad for me, you weirdos. You should be super jealous, man. I'm having a great time. No, I really don't need to have a large audience, and I don't really expect a large audience. It's not like I'm kind of doing what I would normally do on a daily basis anyway. So this kind of idea of broadcasting myself is just sort of a lark or a larf or a little bit of both. And okay, what should we fly around in? I want to fly around in that's got some kind of simpleness to it. Later, we're going to fly probably the DO-31. I don't get too sick of flying this around. And we got all these cool colors. We'll do beige on red. I don't know. Anyway, no. And plus, I like, the other thing is, I like the idea of doing at least the musical segment. Let's turn this around to like earlier in the day. I'm not sure what the weather is, but I want to fly south and I want to check out some of these. Where are they? And we should be able to see them. Yeah. Okay, kind of south. They're a ways. This plane's pretty fast. So we're going to travel south. We'll hit this Hillsborough Castle at least. And maybe some others. I'd be nervous if a lot of people were watching my musical performance because it's not that good. So I kind of like the fact that it's pretty quiet. I don't need this plugged in. And as far as the flight simulator goes, I mean, people pop in. And the other thing, guys, I like to mention is that I am co-streaming at the same time. This is an amazing technology right here. This is 21st century level technology. Co-stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And you guys are only seeing Twitch. Now, I can tell you right now, I'm monitoring my YouTube channel and nobody's there. But people will show up on YouTube all the time and say hi. And I'll be like, oh, hi, YouTube. So, and the other thing about YouTube is that people are watching the show during like the week afterwards. There'll be 30 to 40, maybe sometimes 60, 100 views. And I realize, it shouldn't necessarily be about what's happening in the moment. It's just more about putting on a good show and hoping that, when people watch the show later, they'll go, that's a good show. Why is my controller off? Is it on now? It's on now. Very good. All right. This is the beautiful Beechcraft B-35 V Bonanza, whatever it is. Very common, classic plane. All right. Left tank, perfect. Battery on, alternator on, beacon lights on. Parking brake is on, which is good. Okay, throttle to there. Let's see, propeller to full, mixture to full. We're going to turn on the avionics. Well, actually, we should normally you'd want to start it first. I think we could start it from here, right? This is the starter thing over here. And it has a start position. All right. Engine start. Cool. Yeah, the thing, and people say all the time while they're on YouTube, they say like, "Well, you got recommended to me on YouTube," like it's a big shock. Like, yeah, that's what happens on YouTube. Now, Twitch, nobody's gonna recommend you. You got to bring your, and Twitch is famous for that. They're like, yeah, you got to bring your own audience for Twitch. Okay. But YouTube, and that's why I do YouTube. First of all, I know people in real life who absolutely refuse to get a Twitch account, who have no problem with getting a YouTube account. I don't know, whatever. So they would not be able to watch me if I only streamed on Twitch. Not that that's a problem. All right. Let's see. Do I have other of these instruments turned on right here? DME mode. Hold. This thing, vertical speed indicator, very good. Gear warning test. Man, there's all sorts of stuff I've never noticed before. AP trim. Disconnect. Those are inoperative. Just got a chrono there. I think we could fly around. Again, I want to fly to south here. The tower. Depart south, because we're looking for a castle. It's a castle hunt. You are early, Rory. I'm not going to be going to South Africa today. We are going to Ireland. Belfast, Ireland, Northern Ireland, and then we're going to fly south and look for a castle. And that'll be the first part of the show. I do want to fly my Dornier DO-31 more. But it's fun to fly in these kind of planes. Alright, it's just gonna move. Oh, it's moving. We're moving. We're moving. Probably gonna kill this guy, but it's fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Sir, duck. You'll be fine. It wasn't so fine. Anyway. Alright, let's try to avoid the truck full of aviation gas. And all the other obstructions that are on the taxiway that normally would not be on a taxiway. But this is Microsoft Flight Simulator, so F you. Okay, where is this it? This is the runway right here? One direction, that direction. Which direction we want to go? Okay, this direction. So we can take off from here. It's a long runway. Can we take off from here? No. Yes.
Belfast Tower KENSH 9er ready for departure to the south at runway 22.
To the south, which is this way here. Thank you. We got plenty of runway here. It doesn't look like it, but we really do. It looks like we're halfway down the runway. But this is for jets, so we're just a little, we're a little airplane. So let's get out of here. Acknowledge takeoff clearance. Full power to the engines. Engine. It's got one. One's enough. Alright, so we're watching our speedometer. 80, I think, is probably rotation here, which comes along quite quickly here. There we are. We're flying our little plane here. Let's tuck up our gear. And tuck in the flaps. And we're going to head south-ish. You know, this is the actual weather, and this is Belfast. So the famous thing about Belfast that people want to do is it's the it's where they built the Titanic. And they still have these huge shipyards here. So that's one right there. But where is it? It's right around here. They have a Titanic museum, which is where they actually built the Titanic. It's right around here. I just saw it. Maybe it's there. That's where we took off from. But yeah, as of the last World Update, Belfast is really nice. All of Ireland is. Yes, we're leaving. So we're gonna head south. It's about how far is it gonna be? It's a castle. It's down here this way, I think. But it's a beautiful afternoon flyover. Really? Flew to Belfast, Ireland early this year. Well, here you go. It's on a beautiful river, and that's kind of the North Sea or whatever, the sea between England and Ireland. Let's see if we can reduce power and speed here. So we don't overspeed. I love this plane though. It is a little. You gotta keep on it. This is what it would look like from inside the plane. It's very green. There's a lot of rain. Well, anyway, thanks. I like my show. I watch my show on the VODs every now and then. Well, I like to watch a lot of them, not all of them. Main reason is I want to know things like, does the vocal level match about where I want it to be with the music level? Because it sounds good in my headphones, but it's mixed differently. It's mixed in OBS. It's not mixed through my mixer when I do karaoke stuff. So if my voice is too loud, I can make adjustments for the next episode. But most of the time I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I don't like it too loud. I like the music to be pretty loud when I'm doing the karaoke stuff. And when I'm doing when I'm doing the piano, is the overall quality of the sound decent? And I'm like, yeah, my show's pretty good. For a show I put on basically every day. It's very repetitive. It's like we got some wind This is already the outskirts of Belfast. Okay, Belfast is behind us there. It's not too far though. Belfast City right there. Okay, but we're going to establish level height and autopilot. So I'm going to establish a course of 196 degrees. How we do that is first we set, first we set our home heading, to 196 degrees, like another forward, dead forward on this little map here. There we go, 195 degrees. And then we go over our autopilot here, and let's see, where's the on switch? Autopilot on. Oh, it has a little button sound. Altitude hold mode and heading select mode. Okay, and let's see if it's doing what I hope it does. Okay, it's holding it at 900 feet at 196 degrees. 900 feet's kind of low for autopilot. Oh, I love these country manners, though, you know, out here. And let's see if we don't get smashed by that. That's a big good thing. We didn't. But it's this rolling kind of suburban rural terrain. Yeah, we're not that far from Belfast. You can still see it. We're like 40, 50 miles. Well, we're less. We're like less than 30 miles. But it's great to just kind of let the plane fly itself. Now, one thing about these planes, and in general these small planes, is that pilots learn to fly a little bit, and then they learn to use the autopilot, and then they rely on that. And if you look at most accidents in which people die in a small plane, it's because they were using the autopilot in situations in which you should not use the autopilot, namely like difficult weather situations, icing situations, situations where you have for whatever reason you have poor center of gravity control. There's various situations in which you don't want the autopilot to be on because it's not really going to help you. The autopilot cannot fly you out of dangerous situations that a human pilot would potentially be able to. It just kind of keeps you going on a specific course if the plane is operating within its limits, and that's not always true. So a lot of people are running the autopilot, and when it comes time to deal with some situation in the plane, they don't know barely know how to turn off the autopilot, much less fly the plane itself, because they've been relying on the autopilot for that effectively 99% of the flying hours that they have in a particular small plane. It's true on bigger planes too, but it's very dangerous in a small plane to rely on the autopilot. I rarely fly with the autopilot on, just because I like to kind of fly around and check out the terrain, you know, which is fine. But you know, I also like to know how it works, you know, in case you want to check it out. So let's see, what's this over here? Yeah, we're gonna turn off. I want to check this out. There's something I want to see. Okay, autopilot off. Oh, we'll use the disconnect here. Disconnected. I'm just noticing that there's a dot over here that indicates some kind of point of interest. That's pretty close, so we might as well check it out. Well, that's the other thing, is that small planes are more likely. If you do get air sickness in a plane, it's more likely in a small plane because they do kind of jump up and down and things like that. You know, this view is pretty smooth, you know. But I just want to see what this little point of interest is. It's some castle. We'll find out in a second. Oh, this is Hillsborough Castle. Okay, it wasn't exactly where I thought it was. This is the one I wanted to check out, so. Yeah, no, it's not. It's pretty universal. But as I say, yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator, very safe, very unlikely to fall out of my chair and fall, 3 feet and die. Although, we can crash the plane. I prefer not to, but we could. But yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, I have, you can actually turn crash off and hit the ground as hard as you want and your plane is flying. But no, I have it on. All right, we're going to check out Hillsborough Castle, and then we'll head east and see if we can hit another one of these points of interest. That I think these may or may not have been recently added in the last, 6 months. Because they've definitely been adding a lot of stuff. Now, you're like, we're going to be passing through this at a pretty fast rate of speed, and you're right. But I'm going to use my magic time stopper, which I believe was invented in a Japanese movie. And there you go. It's called active pause. And then we're going to use our magical parachute systems to jump out of the plane. Whee! They're magical because they let you go back up into the plane. And this is High Something Castle. All right, look up. There it is. That's what it looks like in the game. You got some gardens. You got a lot of castle. Oh, there's kind of the opening. It's kind of a Romanesque kind of style thing. Romanesque, very nice. Oops, okay. And the setting is beautiful. So it looks like you come in there. There's a visitor center with a museum, probably. Here's our little plane. All right, everyone back in the plane using your magical parachutes. Close enough. All right, so we saw one point of interest. Oh, and there's some more gardens over there. Cool. I love those. It's Europe. Europe is gardens. Is a place for the gardens. You know, Americans aren't into these fancy gardens. Well, you know, because we never had the bourgeois society. So that's where we just visited here. This castle right here. And its surrounding area. South of Belfast. Now if we head east, there should be a couple other items that aren't too far away. So let's see if we can find them. It's a beautiful afternoon. I haven't changed the weather. I'm using live weather. I'm using live weather, but I did change the time of day. It seems a little weak to me. There, I don't know. Maybe that's too loud. I don't know. I did change the time of day because it's nighttime in Ireland, and in general in Europe. There's something around here somewhere. I thought I saw those two over there. There's something down that direction. Various airfields are being pointed out here. Checking out my various instruments down here. Looks like everything is running okay as far as my engines. Plenty of fuel left. This stuff here, there. The interesting thing about this fuel system is it has a left and a right tank, but it does not automatically switch over from left to right. It has one of those manual systems, which I always find like that seems crazy to me. Right. But there's reasons why you want to do it. You're not just, you know, choosing which tank you want to use. You're kind of planning, you know, how the weight distribution in the wings is going to be. So it's kind of good to, as an actual pilot, you keep on top of that. Probably switch back and forth between the right and left tank a few times. All right, where are we heading? Oh, this way. All right, we got another 5 minutes over this beautiful rolling terrain. Check out the last two items that I want to check out, and then there'll be a different flight entirely. I think I want to go back into that DO-31. The DO-31 is that incredibly unusual 10-engine jet that has the 8 engines on the side that can kind of take off near vertically in a very short period, but then and then fly horizontally, and then transition back to landing vertically like a helicopter. But it's just not easy. It's just hard. It's very challenging. Like we're going to is under a cloud, which is why I want to do it. It's like I'm getting, you know, I'm building skills, not useful skills, but still skills as far as flying this particular plane. I am kind of getting the hang of it. It's hard to describe, but you just have to spend your time flying it and doing these various transitions. Transitions meaning going from a horizontal flight regime to a vertical flight regime where you're kind of flying like a helicopter, except you're a jet helicopter. You don't have any actual rotors. It makes it really wild. Wait a minute, that's Belfast City again. Okay. Why are we going back to Belfast? No, the place I wanted to go was down here. It was southeast. It was this way. So yeah, I was going the wrong way. Okay, well that's fine. We'll head this way towards the water. Right, so we saw that place there. Yeah, it was southeast of us. That's fine. We don't. I don't want to go back to Belfast. That's all right. This plane's got plenty of gas. We got plenty of oomph. And we got enough time to do this and still, yeah, those are the ones I want to look for. And still do a mission in the Dornier DO-31, which is definitely the wackiest plane in my currently in my inventory. By the way, yesterday I tried to land the Spitfire that I have, and I crashed it for a kind of a stupid reason. I don't want to get into it. But the other thing I wanted to mention, if you just got here, is that they're having a sale on aircraft on Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I think like 5 or 6 planes that I've had on my wish list for 6 months are on sale. So I'm going to use that opportunity to probably spend a couple $100 and buy a bunch of planes. Which means endless content figuring out how to fly the new planes. I mean, even this one is fairly recent. I haven't really flown it that much. Well, it's not recent, but I haven't flown it that much. It is a pretty one. Okay, we want to get our trim here. It's very sensitive to trim, like some planes are. Or we can autopilot it. We're almost there. Flying over some similar terrain, though, we flew over before. It's still amazingly pretty. Yeah, so we'll be doing this for another half an hour, and then I'm going to switch over to my musical session. Yesterday I played the keyboards, did the Ken's Lounge. I liked it too, by the way. I mean, I always like playing the guitar. I definitely want to play a couple of karaoke songs, but I'm just going to kind of diddle around on guitar. I'm not going to do too many songs. Oh yeah, I want to play, I do play a lot of REM songs, but until today I've never played Man in the Moon by REM, which is a really good song. Well, the karaoke version of that. So today I am going to do that as a kind of a different song that I don't normally play on my karaoke session. I need to add more songs though that I know, at least kind of know. I mean, I know a bunch more REM songs. I just kind of have to have them in rotation, so I have to know them well enough to feel confident about playing them and singing them at the same time. You know, most people who do the karaoke don't play a musical instrument and sing; they just sing. Not that that's what it's for. That's how it works. You know, I just have my own unique take on it. Which I think is kind of fun. So that's the other reason I like doing the karaoke segment. I'm like, nobody else really does it this way. Not that it's good; it's just unique. So, and the other thing is, I'm really surprised that both YouTube and Twitch don't really have a problem with people doing karaoke songs. I mean, they're not the original version, so that's good, because you have to worry about performance copyright. But then there's the songwriter's copyright, and you'd think that would be just as bad, but it's not. It turns out playing an original version of a song is much different from a copyright point of view, especially a DMCA point of view, than playing a cover version of a song. It's still against copyright, but it's a different kind of against, and where they don't care as much. And it's because karaoke songs are cover versions and not originals. It's not covered in the same way. All right, we're going to be there in about 5 minutes. I don't know where we're going, but we'll be there in about 5 minutes. So, and then we'll probably land at that airfield over there. Hopefully, what is that? Sleeve Krub? What kind of get some grass there. What kind of landing area is this over here? I'm gonna click on it. It'll tell me. EGJ. Okay, 1,000 feet of grass. That ain't good. I'll figure it out. That should be a challenge. But that's yeah. There's this airstrip over here. Maybe we can land there. How long is that airstrip over here to the right? That's even shorter. This one's 1,300 feet of grass. Not much longer. 1,000 feet of grass. We can do it. We'll do it. All right. Meanwhile, oh, is it still a million miles away? This is a really cool hill. Wait, I thought we had something to see around here. Maybe there's just those airports. Okay, is that Belfast back here? Way back there, yeah. Okay. It's a pretty afternoon to fly around, though, I'll tell you. Alright, what's this one here? This one's got to be pretty close. I think it's a lighthouse. We'll check it out. So let's see. So I'm looking at my fuel. We're looking at the right tank is now going down there. That's fine. We've got plenty in the right tank. In fact, in general, the plane is performing beautifully. Yeah, this one has, I think you can open up this little, if you need your, you know, this is for when you're going through the drive-thru at McDonald's, I believe, and you're going to get your Big Mac. So you open this. Now, I don't know if the wings are going to fit through the drive-thru at McDonald's, but I'm pretty sure that's what that's for. This is very dramatic. It's almost like brush the top of this hill here while we're flying low. So we're only at 1,400 feet. These aren't really that tall, but it's definitely not flat around here. And a lot of terrain. Ireland's pretty big, I'm thinking. Anyway, we're gonna check this out here, whatever it is, because it's in the middle of nowhere. But we're almost there. I thought there was another something near that. And then we're gonna find an airport. But I always enjoy flying over the United Kingdom. For some strange reason. I mean, just the terrain and the houses and all these great country manners. And again, they've redone it. They've worked on it a couple of times, and they've made it very detailed over the years. I mean, the game's been out for years, but they've completely redone this area. It looks a lot different than it did originally. And not all areas have gotten that treatment. I think this is a lighthouse, but let's find out. Or a pier? I don't know. We'll find out. And that's, by the way, the name of the game, which is fly around, look for points of interest, which are marked in the game, and those little dots. There's usually something of interest there, but not always. And then go, yeah, we went to that point of interest. Cross it off the list. And there's thousands, so we'll never run out. And they're always adding more. It's a beautiful plane, the V-twin, man. It's iconic, especially with that antenna there. It's a hotel. Okay, well, I was, color me, surprised. It's the Sleeve Donard Hotel. Is that really pronounced sleeve or is it Slive? Slive Donard. I don't know. It could well be pronounced in a way that I would not normally pronounce things. But we're gonna check it out. We're gonna take a look because we came all the way out here. And the only question is this the inspiration for Faulty Towers? I wonder if there's a real hotel that was the inspiration for Faulty Towers. Is basically my second question there. So, okay, we're going to check this out here. Normally, it's a castle, it's a cathedral, it's a church, it's some kind of government building. But this is a hotel. Oops. Let's see if I can do this here. Wow. Okay. It's a hotel. It's a grand hotel. Okay. It's got air conditioning units on the top. You know what I mean? I like the level of detail here. And it's got 1, 2, like 3 or 4 wings. This looks like it could be really fun to stay there. You know what I mean? Just because it's like it's old. And then it's right on the water there. But I don't know if it's ever really that nice to swim around. It's probably cold all year round. I don't know. So that was cool. All right, we're back. Everyone get back in the plane. Turn back time on again. All right, so where was that aeropuerto? This is the setting for this amazing hotel there. Wow, cool. All right, where's like an airstrip? We can land on something short, but come on. There's got to be somewhere to land around here. There's this thing. 1,000 feet of grass. Is that the nearest airport? What's that bit behind us? 1,300 feet. Let's try that one. 1,300 feet. That seems a little easier. 1,000 foot's kind of marginal. You gotta turn this way though. All right, it's 12 miles. That's not very far. Oh, that's got 1,400 feet of grass. Yeah, we'll land there. Dariogue. Okay, so we'll fly past the sleeve Donard again. And that next to it, by the way, it's kind of rough to tell, but I'm saying that's almost certainly a golfing thing, like a country club. Golf course is the term I was looking for there. Like a 36-holer or something there. And of course, very popular in Ireland where it was created. All right, we're gonna fly over this little mountain area here. All right, let's get our gumption up a little bit here. Let's power up the gumption to the engines. I think we'll make it. Kind of cool. You can kind of see the road. There's a trail that goes up here. Is that a river? There's a river and a trail. I don't know if is that a road though? I think we can do this. Got the full gumption going here. Kind of cool. Then on the other side, we're going to come down rather steeply. Interesting. Got plenty of speed here, though. Plenty of power there. All right. We'll come back down through here. Little canyon running here. As again, I like to stay low. There's other people who play Microsoft Flight Simulator and fly the jet route. They fly a major airport to another major airport. And they tend to get up to 36,000 feet, from which you can see clouds and sky and not much else, and that's like for a couple hours. I mean, I get it. It's a very realistic. There's a lot of calculation. There's a lot of piloting involved to be able to get a big plane safely full of people and efficiently to where it's supposed to go. But from a point of view of somebody watching it, I don't know why you'd want to watch it. So this is a whole nother part of Ireland I've never flown over. This part here. Belfast, yes. But I'm sure I've never seen that hotel before. And this whole area south of this hotel, never have I ever. But we're going to land because I want to try... another 20 minutes, but I want to try flying another airplane because I do really enjoy kind of the complexity of flying the DO-31, and it just takes a lot of practice. Right, so this is the one with 1,300 feet, right? 1,400 feet grass, even better. 1,492 feet. Does it show which way the runways are if you get close enough? Might have to fly over it to figure that out. Yeah, we'll have to. So we might have to do pass over it just to figure out how the orientation of this 1,400-foot grass runway. But I believe I can land on it, and I'm going to try. Don't try to stop me. We could call them. There's a little grass runway in that little air in that hill there, but that one's going to be crazy. At least this one's in the flat area. I love it. This has some interesting. I was just messing around looking at the fuel flow graph. It's very subtle and it's kind of interesting to have here. All right, we're going to land in Dariogue here, but I have to see which way the runway goes because it's not marked on the map. Usually it'll say here like, oh, here's which way the runway is, but nope. I kind of think it is aligned how I'm flying, but we're going to fly over it and then come back. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, though. Especially in these late afternoons when you got all these shadows to bring out the relief and detail. Another little commercial area down there. These cars parked, doing their thing. People doing their shop. Okay, here's Dariogue. Okay, so yeah, see, so it looks like we want to come in over the water, right? This is what we're looking at, a grass runway here. It's that thing that kind of has some, yeah, it says 19 on it, and then the other end's going to say whatever, 21, or 10, anyway, 01. Got it. All right, so now we are lined up flying away from, this is going to be, this is an unusual grass strip. I've never landed here before, certainly not in this plane. And that's one of the great things about, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator is I do it all the time, and every time I do one of these basic operations, especially landing, it's different. And it requires a little thought and planning. So we're going to head off kind of to the left at this airport, and then we'll make a right turn. And then we'll make our approach. We have a lot of work to do before we can land, like get the landing gear down and the flaps down. But we also want to get some distance here. Let's see, we're at like there. And yeah, let's make our turn. We're going to turn around here. Make a very sharp turn here. Is what it looks like from here. And there it is. Alright, and we want to slow down and do things like bring landing gear down. You can hear the electrical whine of the landing gear motors. Well, it's probably hydraulic whine, actually. Alright, this strip is narrow and barely visible from here. But it's long enough. I mean, 1,400 feet should be long enough. Okay. But our landing speed should be closer to about 70 knots. And I think this is, oh, it's a little tricky to find this line up here. I think this is right. We'll find out in a second. Okay, 74. Give it a little more. Okay, now I see it the last possible second here. There it is. You gotta almost hit this tree right here as usual. I mean, the trees are too freaking high. Everybody complains about them. Spool braking, flaps down. Plenty of room at the end of this little grass strip here. Not bad. We didn't hit the trees at the end of the runway there. Let's go back to the hangar. Hello. I didn't put my parking brake on, did I? I don't know where it is. Parking brake's off. Good. But yeah, this is the actual, these little dots here indicate the actual grass landing strip, which I believe we pretty much landed on. I would almost want to try taking off from here too. But it looks like there's like little pads here for hanging out. So we might want to try hanging out on them. But yeah, what a tiny little airport here. I love it. This would definitely be one of the bigger planes you'd operate from this airport. Decent detailing here. And there you go. Let's open up the doors. Exit door. Nice. I think there's a cargo door, but I don't know if we can get to it that easily. No. Okay, well that was cool. Anyway, I want to switch to another plane to fly around a little more. I want to check everything here. Okay, so we can just turn off the engine here. Off. All these go off. Avionics off. Okay, it's cold. Beautiful. Alrighty. I wonder if I could take a little screenshot. I mean, I know I can. All right, hold on a second here. There we go. Well, get back a little bit. Give us a little bit of that. All right, perfect. Perfection. Little screenshot. All right, I'm going to go to the DO-31. It's a crazy plane. But again, if I don't get good at it, if I don't play with it, you know what I mean? And then the rest of the week, I'm going to be purchasing new planes that I've never purchased before. So this may be the last chance I really get to fly around in it for a while. I have to do a couple of crazy things. I have to switch around my control scheme to get it to work. But then I get the advanced control scheme. All right, we're going to go someplace where it's daytime. Where is it daytime? How about... sure. This is a nice place. Anyway, so we're switching over to a different plane now. Hold on. It's a really weird, wacky plane. It's called the, where is it? Dornier DO-31. Now let's just do this one. Little on the light for the fuel, please. Very good. So, being that I don't have a ton of time, I am going to start this plane already fired up. That's kind of not the point. It does take a while to get all the engines started. I have to also do some switch over my control schemes. The issue here is we're just taking off and then figuring out how to get it to, you know, once we've gotten to our destination, act like a helicopter so we can land vertically, and that's all. It's that simple. Yet so much more complicated than that. This aircraft was designed. You can see in the little thing. It was at the bottom of the screen there. They kind of talk about the plane. It has the same main engines as the Harrier. There's a total of 10 engines that produce an aggregate 66,200 pounds of thrust. It was designed in the 60s. They only made 2 or 3 of them, so just prototype stage. It probably would never have been a commercial success. due to the complexity and expense of the system.
Oceana Tower KENSH 9er
All
9er
right,
9er,
so
ready for straight
we
out
will need,
departure
it's
at
telling
runway
us here
23
that we
left.
need to go into advanced mode here. And we have to do that every time we start up this plane, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. You go advanced, on. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it was only on. Okay, I could have been wrong about that. And I have to go into my controls here. Controls on my SciTech throttle quadrant. We switch that over to a specific setup I have. That allows me, and I'll show you how this works. So if you look at my section here, I can control the position of the nozzles. That's the side nozzles here, going up and down here, using my right stick, and then my this stick controls power to the nacelles, and this one here controls power to the main engines. So if I want to go forward, I can put those there. So, but I also can basically start these going here. I can watch these come up with, by the way, I have this on or off. Parking brake is on, good. And when these get going, we'll do parking brake off and start bringing up these engines. And basically you'll see the plane will just kind of lift off the ground here. It doesn't need a lot to take off. Then we can put the those up. Actually, this should have been here, I think, right? And we can start bringing the power of those side engines down as we get more forward speed. Once we've gotten to the green range and forward speed, we can take the nacelle engines down entirely. You see they turn off. So the 8 engines on the side are now off. But those main engines are still spinning, and they are now forcing us to go forward. Pushing us forward. Okay, you want to head this way, I think. And now we just don't want to overspeed. I wanted it that way. That's the direction I wanted. There we go. Now we'll get some speed going. So we're on the East Coast here, Virginia Beach area. This area I have flown around quite a bit. But this is quite, look at this plane. And from the inside you can see the complexity of the systems here. There's a bunch of stuff up there. It's obviously a prototype because there's a lot of, experimental equipment there to keep it going. But there's a lot of useful information here. Now you can see there's a whole bunch of dials. These dials in the central are for the engines. And there's 16 dials on the right, plus 4 more dials, a total of 20. Those are for the side engines, which are off right now. So we're only using the 2 main engines. But those are very complicated or sophisticated thrust vectoring engines.
Tower KENSH 9er 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 frequency change.
So, in order to do what I call a transition, we go from this normal kind of flying to the vertical flying. Normal would be horizontal flight. To vertical flying, we'll fly around a bit. I do like just flying this plane. It's a vibe. It's got a lot of visibility. It's got a lot of windows. Similar there. Okay, so everything working here, like I expect, right? We got all these alternators, nav lights. Let's check in here. It does have a primitive autopilot, but it's really hard to use. So I'm not going to even try. And it's definitely one of more of those autopilots where you establish a specific, a way, an altitude and speed, and it just holds it for you, as opposed to actually being able to let you go from place to place. Okay, so anyway, this current regime is the nozzles are facing forward, so my right control is all the way up. My throttle control for the 2 engines is that's this one here. It's kind of in the middle, right around there. And the engines, the side engines are off. But we're going to change that. We're going to turn the side engines on. And we're going to attempt to land like a helicopter. and that it's vertically over a point while hovering. And it is going to be tricky because most of the time I end up crashing. What is this point of interest ahead? I think there's like a first in flight or something. We should not be heading up that high. The center of gravity on this plane is a little rear forward, so it does tend to want to go back, tend to want to pitch up. And for this exercise, one of the things that I've noticed about this plane is it's very sensitive, and this is true of the Osprey B-22. It's very sensitive to weight. If you're overweight, it's probably not going to hover very well. It really needs to be under 25%. 25% to hover. All right, well, we're not really going to see much out here, so we're just going to start transitioning maybe over whatever this Currituck County Airport is. Okay, so stage one is lose altitude, because you want to be already pretty low when you start hovering. Other than that, because otherwise you'll have to lose a lot of altitude. So the first step is to just basically fly to a lower altitude with our pitch down there, losing speed until we get to about 1,000. We'll definitely be over land by the time we transition here. Under 1,000 feet for transitioning to vertical flight. And meanwhile, of course, we're going really fast. By the time we're done transitioning, we're going to be actually at 0. You can really interesting to see all these little textures. I think this is heat shielding kind of on the side here for those 4 engines on each side of the nacelles. It's definitely an unusual looking plane. Okay, under 1,000 feet, we're at 2,300. And again, I don't really care where I land, so that's not even the issue. I just want to be able to say, oh yeah, I landed. It's just not that easy. Okay, so some of the earliest things you want to do when transitioning is start getting these nacelles not to be at a 45-degree angle. So I changed the angle then. Because again, we're going to be eventually trying to get more vertical thrust than horizontal thrust. We're still 1,800 feet. I want to be below 1,000 feet before we start even getting the engines going. I do want to get them on a boil, and by that means I mean those. So do I have to turn these on? I'm going to turn these on. It's called the Copilot Vertical Engine Control. But meanwhile, yeah, I don't want to be up high. So I'm watching my vertical speed. I want to make sure I'm going down. The flaps, which are in between the engines and the fuselage right there, don't do a lot. So I'm bringing them down here. But the main thing to do is to bring your main engines down. Now I have the nozzles vertical. Now I got full power to my side engines. So they are pumping out as hard as they can. You can see the nozzle, I can see from the things there. But meanwhile, I want to go down. Oh, we're still 1,500 feet. We're kind of high up. I might even do this a bit, reduce the thrust to these engines. Kind of high. We're at 1,200 feet, but that's okay. We can do some altitude here. We got plenty of gas. Now, mainly the plane is being held up by the side engines. I got them going full, but I've got basically idling the wing engines here. So that's why it's not moving very fast. But I want to go even slower. At this speed, we can effectively use the yaw engines, the yawing effect, to kind of turn around. I don't want to go up. I want to go down. I just don't want to go down too fast. And you can't make sharp turns because you have to keep the plane kind of horizontal in that orientation. But you can make turns. You just have to do it subtly. Yeah, I've been going. I have way too much power, which is fine. Let's just get going down. Otherwise, we'll be flying up all day. I just put my gear down. I want to rest almost all my forward speed here. And that's the tough part. Yeah, it just doesn't, it really has trouble arresting forward speed. Problem here. I got pulling back all the way. I got full power to the wings. Got to pull the engine, got to pull the plane way back to get it to stop. These are all the way back. I just want to see if we can just kind of come to some kind of gentle landing here. Plane up from here, you can see how I have a very high nose up attitude, but you can see I'm coming down. Now this is going to be tricky. No, wasn't too bad. A little bump there, and then we can turn the engines down and stop. Okay, so that's harder than it looks. The other thing is, from here we actually should be able to take off vertically at this weight because we don't have a lot of weight. So put the parking brakes on. These nacelles at the bottom here, they're vertical, right? Start getting all full, and I'm going to full power on these, on the side engines. It takes a while for them to build up, so I'm watching those needles there. By themselves, they don't have enough power to lift the entire plane off the ground. But when I start adding in thrust from the two engines under the wings, which I'm doing right now, you can kind of watch here. I'm doing right there. Now, for whatever reason, it's kind of overpowering the brakes. So basically, you can take off basically from a vertical spot like that, and then kind of hover. Turn. Basically just controlling the wing engines here. Side engines are running at full power. I should be able to kind of gently land. This is really a cool exercise here in subtlety. That. Cool. I like this plane. It's really fun. All right, but that's as much fun as we're gonna have for today. Okay, then you put the cells engine off. The close up there. It's cool. How do we stop the engine? Okay, stopping the engine is easy. You want to do open these, turn off the ignition and the masters, turn off the cutoff switches for those engines, and they will stop. You can see them spinning down there. We can still control the cells there, the thrust vectors. Yeah, those go off, kind of, which is just really cool. So yeah, advanced control over this system is the way to go, for that very subtle ability to pick it up and put it down on a spot. But I'm still learning how to do that. I'm not this is not necessarily the spot I was going for. It's close, but yeah, I think at this point I could probably start it up and pick it up and kind of hover over to a different location. Trust me, it's taken a lot of hours of playing around with this system, this system to be able to get that far. Is there a door? I don't think there's there's not an external door you can open back there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I do like it's kind of the simple but still very effective, and it's got all the subtlety, you know. Cut here for emergency rescue. Wow. Okay. Good to know. It's not a door. It's a place you're supposed to cut in the fuselage if you need to rescue somebody. Okay. Oh, did the flaps go up? Probably not. Oh, they do. Okay, the flaps are still working. Those are the flaps going up. Kind of cool. Nice. Engine slowing to a stop. Still blowing in the wind. They will do that. Alrighty. And anyway, I'm going to take a quick picture here. Just like that. There's a boss picture here. And then give me about 3 minutes. I'm going to switch to my musical segment of the day. And then it'll be a stream. Hey, if you liked it today, there'll be even more tomorrow. So, you know, but hey, we still got another half the stream to go. So we're half the way there. So I'll be playing the Telecaster. Oh, plenty of Diet Coke left. Plenty of Diet Coke. So, you know, that's how you know we got more streaming to do. right, gotta change my flight sim category. Oh, shit, I'm too lazy to do. One in there. Always have to do this twice. Someday they'll fix this. Not. All right, in the music category. Must be your skin. I'm sinking in. Must be for real. Now I can feel. I didn't mind. It's not my time. It's not my kind to wonder why everything goes right and everything's gray. Now you're here and now you're away. Don't want this. Remember that. I'll never forget you where you're at. Don't let the days roll by. Glycerine. Never alone. I'm alone all the time. Are you at one or do you lie? We live in a wheel where everyone steals. But when we rise, it's like strawberry fields. If I treated you bad, you bruised my face. Couldn't love you anymore, you got a beautiful taste. Don't let the days roll by. I could have been easier on you. Couldn't change though I wanted to. Should have been easier by 3. Our old friends here and you and me. Glycerine. Needed you more, but I wanted us less. Could not kiss, just regress. It might just be you're simple and plain. That's just fine, that's just one of my names. Don't let the days go by. I should have been easier on you. Glycerine. All right, so this is the Fender Telecaster guitar that I have. I have a Stratocaster and a Telecaster, and also I have a Jazzmaster, which you can't really see up there. I mean, as for my Fender collection, I think that's it. There's 3. So the Telecaster is the kind of the original solid body electric guitar. And it wasn't the original electric guitar, but it was the original kind of mass-produced, designed for mass production electric guitar. That's what Fender was good for. He wasn't a musician. He wasn't a guitar player. He wasn't a guitar maker. Never touched a guitar. He loved modifying vacuum tube amps. In the day that when the Fender started, tube amps were pretty advanced as far as used as a PA system. So they sounded very clear. They didn't have a lot of distortion because they were, you want to be able to talk into them and hear very clearly what was being said at a loud volume level. And what Fender said was, actually, let's modify the circuits to distort the living crap out of the input sound because it sounds really good in the case of a guitar. So you go from this to this kind of sound here. That'd be distortion. So you need a special amp back in the days. Now you can use effects. But back then. It's kind of a different way of playing. But, I play clean so I can play the rhythm part. So one of the things I'd like to mention when I talk about my guitars is, did I modify them? I mean, this is not a vintage old guitar. It cost, $550, brand new. But one thing I did not like about it, well, two things. I did not like the tuners, but I replaced those with the higher end locking tuners that drop right in. It's like $45. But more importantly, a Telecaster tend to come with a lipstick pickup here in the bridge position, in the neck position. And I had it for a while. I did not like it at all. I never used it. So I found out there's a big routing, and there's enough wood in there where you can put a humbucker in there. All you have to do is replace this faceplate here with a bigger one that has a bigger cutout, and buy a humbucker, which I did. This is a lace, powered by lace. I got a cat activity going on back here. Mo, what are you doing? Mo, I think Mo wants to be on TV. I think he's my kitty. All right. So I mentioned we're gonna play a little an REM song that I don't normally play that much. Hold on. Why is it? I haven't played this one at all on live yet, so this is going to be a new. What are you doing, Mo? It's like sniffing stuff over here. That's the cat for you. But on that, we might do a bunch of karaoke songs. Let's start with the beginning. Okay. Here's a little ghost for the offering. Yeah. Here's a subtrust on the dead of St. Peter's. Yeah. Mr. Andy Kaufman's gone wrestling. Yeah. Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me how you're locked in the punch. Andy, are you goofing on Elvis, baby? kind of up there. Do another song on the old. Volume over here. I'll do that. Sometimes I fear the fear of uncertainty, staying clear, and I can't help but ask myself how much I let the fear take the wheel and steer. Driven me before seems to have a vague haunting mass appeal. Lately I'm getting to find out I should be the one behind the wheel. Whenever tomorrow breaks, I'll be there. Open arms, open eyes, yeah. Whenever tomorrow breaks, I'll be there. I'll be there. So if I decide to waver my chance to be one of a hive, will I choose the water over wine, hold my own and drive. Oh, 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 oh. Children may be born, kids can leave away. Everyone else gets wrong. Lately, I'm doing better when I drive myself. My light is found. Whenever tomorrow breaks, I'll be there. Open arms, open eyes, yeah. Whenever tomorrow breaks, I'll be there. I'll be there. Would you choose water over wine? Hold the wheel and drive. Whenever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. Open arms, open eyes, yeah. Whenever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. Noise. What else we got here? Some more songs. Champagne Supernova. That is a big no. Why do I not get my regular songs here? Let's try this one here. while. But yeah, I just enjoy it. Thank you, though. Should we do Strange Currency? Should we do Amy? There's all these good songs. I haven't done Accidentally in Love for a while.
About it every time I think about it, and stop thinking about it. Love is not the really take to cure this, just to cure it, 'cause I can't ignore it. If it's love, makes me wanna turn around and face it, but I don't know nothing about love. Oh, come on, turn a little faster. Come on, would you call her after? Come on, everybody's after love. Accidentally in love, or accidentally in love, 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 accidentally in love.
Occasionally. Let's do the Pink Floyd song, though, that I occasionally do. Hold on here. Because I haven't done that in a while. And I have a feeling it's time to do it one more time. Yeah, this one we got to crank. Because it starts real low. I'm going to turn this down, too. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue
tell a green field from a cold steel rail. Smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? They get you to trade your heroes for pillows, but ashes for trees, not bad for a cool breeze. So come and change. Do you exchange all the border the war? Leave no in a cage. I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls living in a fishbowl. Year after year, running on the same old ground. How we found same old fears. The other one I want to do, though, I was thinking of, I don't think we've done it in a while, is Behind Blue Eyes. Have we done it as a karaoke version? Oh, yeah, we definitely have done it as a karaoke version. Is it? No one knows what it's like. Be the bad man. Wow, hold on a second. I'm kind of want to see if they have a version of this that's actually in tune. Let's see if this one is. Is it gonna go? That's better. No one knows what it's like. Be the bad man. To me, the sad man. Behind blue eyes. Oh, they got vocals. No one knows what it's like. Be hated. I've done this one before. To be faded. Telling only lies. But my dreams, they burn as empty. I blame you. No one bites back as hard their anger. None of my pain and woe can show through, but my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours, oh, loneliness. My love is vengeance, it's never free. When love is vengeance, crack it open. All I use it, lose my cool. When I smile, please tell me some bad news. Or I laugh and act like a fool. And if I swallow anything, put your finger down my throat. And if I shiver, please give me a blanket. Keep me warm, let me wear your coat. No one knows what it's like, me the madman, to be the sad man behind blue eyes.
Interesting. This one has heavy background vocals. I kind of like it. It's a different karaoke group than I normally use. But I don't know if I like it. I like it. I just kind of like it.
Sinking.
These people are fine. Different people. I'll show you in a second here. After the intro.
It's me out on the unit party, night green, beside green grass. Swing, swing, swing the spinning step. You wear those shoes, I will wear that dress. Oh, it's me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. Kiss me down by the broken treehouse. Swing me upon its tire. Ring, ring, bring your flower hat. We'll take a trail marked on your father's map. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. Kiss me Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the sunflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me.
All right, we got another REM song. Which one, though? There's so many good ones. REM. Probably, I haven't done Orange Crush ever. But we'll do Shiny Happy People here. That's about. I think it's just down here, right? There we go.
Take my baby moonlight. Meet me in the
definitely not going to do that one. We'll do Losing My Religion. One quick check on my tune here. That B string sounds a little dead, but it always sounds dead to me.
Set it up. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. Trying to keep up with you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much. Haven't said enough. I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. Every whisper of every waking hour, I'm choosing my confessions, trying to keep eye on you like a curtain on the night. Oh no, I've said too much. Set it up. Consider this a hint of the century. Consider this a slip brought me to my knees, babe. What if all these fantasies come plain enough? Now I've said too much. Thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you cry. That was just a dream. That was just a dream. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up with you, and I don't know if I knew it. Oh no, I did too much. Haven't said enough. Thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you cry. That was just a dream. Try, cry, lie, try. That was just a dream. Just a dream. Just a dream.
Thank you, Pancho Pantera, for the lovely likes on YouTube. I'm glad you appreciate it. We've got a couple more songs in me, and then I am going to have to end it for the day. We have not played Wonderwall yet, though, and it's a big hit. Oasis is going on tour again. Everyone get excited about Wonderwall again, and I started playing it right before on karaoke, right before they announced the tour. Well, a couple months before. I should do a couple of their other songs, but I'm too lazy. I just don't want to really get a lot. I like it.
Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the beat that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Yeah, we do the high part out there.
And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I'd like to say to you, but I don't know how. 'Cause maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Today's gonna be the day that they never throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do back now. And all the roads that lead you there were winding. All the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I'd like to say to you, but I don't know how. Then maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. After all, you're my wonderwall. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me.
Well, I'm almost done with today's show, but the good news is there's more shows tomorrow. People on YouTube. I don't see nobody's talking on Twitch. On YouTube, be sure to smash that subscribe button. It's free, and they'll get notifications when I go live, which is roughly 5 days a week, not Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to do a couple more songs here. No tape, I believe.
Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came down in the
love ending on that song. By the way, thanks for coming along. Actually, should we do Amy though? It's a final song. Final song. I would do more, but my voice is just about done for today. Tomorrow will be Piano Lounge Day, though, by the way. Not perfectly soon, but good enough.
I can see why you think you belong to me. I never try to make you think that you see one thing for yourself. Now you're off with someone else and I'm alone. See, I thought that I might keep you for my own. Turn together or alone. I can never see what's right or what is wrong. Don't take too long to see what you wanna do. I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do.
Tomorrow, Monday, is another stream, 11:30 p.m. roughly my time. 11:30 a.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. Let me do this here. There we go. Whee! And thank you again for coming to this thing. Thanks for the lovely comments on YouTube. Appreciated. Lovely comments on Twitch. I don't expect anybody to come by, and when they do, I'm always like, wow, that's so nice. People came by and said hi. But if you want us to come by and say hi, be sure to hit the follow button on Twitch and the subscribe or the subscribe button on YouTube. basically the same content every time. So, but I do post my VODs on YouTube as well. We get a lot of people who watch after the fact, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. I personally would do it that way, but I will do let's see. You know what? Rather than doing my standard outro, because I'm running a little late and I'm tired, I just want to watch some football, take a nap, whatever. I am going to just say goodbye, run my outro, and we're gonna raid on Twitch at least. My close personal friend Ketamimi. So say hi to her if you're there. I actually, when I was in Vegas with her a couple weeks ago, I actually got to lick the bottom of her right foot, kind of this part here of the foot, and I can confirm that it tastes very good. And if you don't believe me, ask her; she'll confirm. Okay, it's an actual thing. But next time we'll probably raid someone else. But hopefully she'll let me raid her. No, yeah, she doesn't allow people to raid. All right, we're gonna raid Carol Burnett. I lied. We're gonna let Carol. She's a big streamer. She doesn't let random people raid her. So anyway, see you guys next time. Again, thank you again. Tomorrow, 11:30. We'll do about an hour flight simulator content, and then we're gonna do an hour of my lounge piano act, which is pretty good, frankly. And then Wednesday that'll be Monday. Then Wednesday we'll be back to the karaoke guitar if you have it like that. But if there's hundreds of VODs. I've been doing this for a year now. All right, see you guys next time. Ending soon. There we go.